Hi, welcome back to Six Degrees. I hope everyone had a very happy Thanksgiving. Today will be part one of two of We Said What We Said, where the truth is unfiltered, the vibes are immaculate, and if the truth hurts, baby, that's between you and your denial. Today's episode is for the bold, the triggered, and the ones who swear they don't take things personally. Because today we said what we said, and we're not apologizing for any of it.
Hey y'all, it's Angela Ray. Alright, so, like I said, we said what we said, and we're just going to say what we're going to say. One of the things that I want to touch on, just starting off, is people see long-time friendships, relationships, even family dynamics, and just think that they can walk all over you, treat you however kind of way because of how long you've known each other, and that any type of pushback is disrespect. And I'm here to tell you that pushing back, protecting your boundaries, no matter who the fuck is coming at you, is not a form of disrespect. It's called protecting yourself. Longevity does not always equal loyalty or vice versa. Just because you want to protect yourself from those coming at you to mentally abuse you, whether in friendships, family, or relationship, that does not mean, you can't protect yourself from it. And that's a hill that I will die on. And if people can't respect you, it is okay to unlover, uncousin, unmother. I guess maybe not so much unmother. I'm a mother, but that word just came to my head. But I hope y'all feel me, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
it's okay to walk away. People say respect your elders, blah blah blah. But if your elders are hurting you,
Yes.
fuck that.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need to distance yourself. You can still love them, but love them from far away. I don't care what the old school of thought was of respecting your elders, whatever. You can still love them, but you can be like, I am done with you. And it's the same thing, like in a relationship that was hurtful or abusive or whatever. Like, you can still grieve your abuser, but that doesn't mean you can continue to be in their path of abuse. And I said what I said.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes knowing someone your whole life or, just a couple of decades doesn't mean that they should stay in your life.
No,
And
especially if they're becoming abusive or just draining you.
absolutely. And the men, oh my God, men that cannot communicate do not need to be in a relationship. And I say that because there's so many times it happens. Like you say something and they don't agree with you, or they either blow up on you or ghost you instead of trying to talk about the issue. And it doesn't matter if it's something major or even small. Like, someone you're married to, or even you just met that day on a dating app. And like, for an example, I met someone on a dating app this one particular day. Let's say it was a Thursday. I've already got a date for that night, and that had been planned out a week. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm headed to meet somebody for drinks." He's like, "Oh, like a date?" I said, "Well, yes, honestly, yeah." And he goes, "Oh, well, good luck with that." And totally blocked me. I'm like, wow.
Isn't that what you're there for? Like,
Yes. I'm like, okay, first of all, just because we matched doesn't mean I am yours. You know
Exactly.
nothing about me.
Just because matching or vibing with somebody does not automatically make one someone else's property.
Absolutely
And
not.
I think that is, unfortunately, even in 2025, almost 2026, I feel like there's still that, oh, I have a connection with you, you're mine now. No, I don't belong to you or anybody else. And as far as the communication thing goes, I am a big fan of communication, whether it is good, bad, or ugly. But on the flip side of that coin, again, once the toxicity is getting involved, or they're starting to call you names, or they're starting to be overbearing,
Oh, yeah.
I do believe, I'm a firm believer, to just cut off the communication. Because
Absolutely.
if you keep giving them what they want, which is a rise out of you or just your time, it's like communication is key, but only up to a certain point, and then it's okay to just shut her down.
It's okay to
Some
walk away.
things
Yeah.
don't require an explanation at that point.
Yeah. And I was just like, well, this is ridiculous because there are a lot of guys that they're like, oh, so what are you doing? I'm like, I have a date, you know. He's like, oh, cool, you know, and because some of us will actually be like, yeah, share that information, and which I like to a degree because it's like that's what the app is for.
Right.
But to be honest about it is really cool. And so I vibe better with people like that versus the whole, oh, we just matched an hour ago and now you're mine and I'm not supposed, no, kick rocks.
Yeah, so and not from a whole dating app perspective, but as we talked about on the prior episode, like I go in, and try to return messages when I can, from people that are following me, supporting me, whatever.
Yeah.
And, some of them ask, what are you doing? And like, if I am getting ready to, I guess I don't really go on dates. But like, if I'm about ready to go kick it with like a male friend or do whatever I'm going to do, like, I'm just going to say that. And even though it isn't a dating app thing, some of these people will still get angry at you.
Yeah.
It's probably because they see my face every day, they're following me, they're supporting me, and now they're trying to talk to me. And I'm telling them, hey, I'm about to go with my buddy Billy Bob Joe. We're gonna do this. And
right.
Like, I've had them get really mad about it, and it's like, I've loved Tom DeLonge of Blink-182 since I was 14. Do I feel he belongs to me? Like,
right.
No.
Oh,
Lindsay,
nice.
what do you think?
I'm just, those are the people that I'm just like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks.
Right. Yeah, just, because like you share a school bus or you had some sort of trauma bond or knew them for, your whole childhood. It's not, doesn't mean that you're going to be still there in that same place. People's energies shift.
Yeah.
Completely, people's energies shift, and if you're doing, whenever you feel like you're doing better yourself and you have these people show back up, it's just, it's not there.
Right. Because people evolved.
Yep.
Our wants, our needs,
Yes.
our desires, they
right.
change. And we evolve as people, and certain people in your life are either going to elevate with you or they're not. And
Right.
if they're not, then it's okay to just let that fall off,
Right. Right. Outgrowing people, it's a sign of growth and not betrayal. Like,
exactly. I would agree with that statement 110%.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's kind of a blessing when they just come right out of the woodworks like that too, because it's like, thank you for showing me the red flag now.
Right.
Because I can get away quicker. And I'm not wasted any time.
Right. We've evolved.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to like level up and just leave your past behind,
Right.
I mean, take those lessons that you learned and just take it with you on your level up, and whoever's going to stay back there was meant to stay back there. That's how I feel.
Oh, for sure. I like the picture in the back. Is that yours?
You. Yeah. I've had that.
Aww.
A friend of mine gave that to me when he moved to Kentucky in 2004. So I've had that. Like when I moved to Mexico, I had my sister keep it. It's big.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I like it though.
It's a Monet.
That's what I thought. I'm blind, so I'm trying to look. I'm a little blurry.
All right. All right. After that nice little side quest, in this too that we're talking about on this episode is, we said what we said. When you're setting up your boundaries, people are saying, some people think it's rude. I've been blocked for putting up a boundary. Like, for instance, somebody crept into my DMs, was like, hey, come get a drink with me. I'm here, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hi, thank you for support. Hope you're having a great day. I actually don't do meetups and I really don't do dates. I was like, but hey man, I'll chit chat with you when I can, and thanks for being here. Have a great day. This person, again, the next day, not only asked me again for a date, but took it upon themselves to call me baby girl. Now, this doesn't, this may not bother some people, but this bothers me. Because I have told you, this is not what I am here for. This is not what I am looking for. This is not what I do.
Yeah.
You do not get to call me names that are reserved for, people that you are affectionate with.
Yeah.
Or people that you know on another level. That is something that actually shows, at least to me, you are looking to try to own somebody. And you are already placing this title, this name on me that don't belong to you and don't belong between us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at that point I had said, you are not going to call me that. Once again, I am not going to come out and meet you because that is not something that I do. And again, okay, so about a week later, he does it again. What are we doing tonight, baby girl? And I said, we ain't doing a damn thing. And I ended up just blocking this person because I'm like, you are disgusting. Clearly there is something very wrong with you that you can't take no for an answer. And quite personally, I think you might be some type of predator towards women with how you're acting and how you are completely disrespecting what I have nicely said to you.
Jeez.
And I don't feel that was me being rude at all.
No,
that
definitely
was me,
not.
That was me protecting myself. Most people will probably say, wow, I took that way out of hand and took it way too far. Somebody's just trying to talk to you, be friendly. And I disagree 110%. There is a way to be friendly with somebody and shoot the shit with them. And if you are interested in them, there is a way to convey that without being a complete freaking creepy, possessive, fucked up douche nozzle.
Absolutely.
I will die on that fucking hill.
And now I feel bad for calling you baby girl.
Well, no, like it's different for you girlies. Like it's like you don't know me, homie. Like
I know.
You don't.
I know.
You don't.
Yeah. I get that. No, I totally understand that because, just no.
And boundaries get mistaken for attitude all the time. And again,
oh, do they ever?
This episode is called "We Said What We Said," so I'm saying it. And it's like, no, see, boundaries are put in place to protect people.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I mean, it makes people uncomfortable because prior to me blocking this person, they were like, wow, okay, thanks. I was like, yeah, okay, be offended all you want. You were the one who crossed lines. I was patient with you more than I should have been. And now we're done here.
Yes. And that's how mine is. Sometimes when I say my boundaries, I get the clap back. Like I'm asking for too much or I'm being a bitch. And they either end up not speaking to me again. And you know what? I'm fine with that because I don't want somebody in my life that doesn't respect my boundaries or even discuss negotiating them, because some of my boundaries are negotiable. You just need to have patience and an open mind. And I, in return, will have patience and an open mind. And yeah, when I stand firm, it really does bother a lot of them, because they think, those are the ones that think they can manipulate me and into some bullshit. And I'm like really hard handed. I stand on my word. And I too will die on that hill.
Mm-hmm.
It just really makes them uncomfortable because they lose their power. And I know that I can't change that or take it away from you. But yeah, you strip them of that power.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
especially the dynamic between men and women, when women stand on business,
Yeah.
and when they stand their ground, they're being bitches, they're being whores, they're being teases, they're being whatever. But when men do it, they're just being men. And it's like, no, motherfuckers, what's good for the goose is good for the gander here.
Yes.
Go
it's
ahead.
still that whole boys club mentality.
Right.
Call me whatever you want to call me, sir, but I ain't getting off this motherfucking soapbox.
Right. Yeah. No.
Like,
no. They act like it's some sort of an attack.
Yeah.
Well, that's because women aren't supposed to have voices.
Right.
Women aren't supposed to hold their own.
Well, welcome to
not me,
2025.
No, exactly, Angela. And and I don't. That's not attitude. It's again evolving, evolution.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, this was something that was actually brought up just today, and I did not make notes of it because it literally just happened. But I feel like we as women too are being blamed for embellishing like our power and our freedom. And I think to some, not all, they just can't handle that because they're so used to the old school ways of like courtship and not that. And it's like it ain't that way no more. That ain't who we are.
Nope. They hear no, and then now you're the villain.
Yep.
I want the old school. I want the old school. I love the old school. I am a freaking hopeless romantic. I still have hope no matter how many times I get knocked down. I just believe
and
in
on
love.
the other side of the token, just because I don't want anybody to feel like I'm man-hating, because I'm not. There are some very, very, very understanding men that will respect whatever boundary you put up. And they still want to be a part of your life, and they still want to know who you are, and they will do it in a respectful way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So again, I'm not man-hating, because I know it kind of seemed like I was getting on that tangent just because of my examples, but yes, I know that there are some very understanding, very, very great ones, very, very modern in their mindset. I know you're out there. You feel me. I see you. We appreciate you.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Actually, perfectly, this kind of ties into everything we were just speaking about, which was, the double standards, the whole boundaries thing, and people feeling offended. I mean that goes hand in hand with the double standard, like you could be casually talking to a man as a woman, right? And he'll be telling you about his date with a different female, whatever, and you're supposed to accept it.
Yeah.
But then when the tables turn and he's hitting you up just asking about what your plans are and you're talking about yours, all of a sudden he becomes really mad. Like, how could you do this to me? I mean, blah, blah, blah. I thought we were talking. Well, hun, just 2 days ago you were talking about your other date.
Right.
And I didn't even attack you for that. And I mean, it's the same thing though, too, in friendships, we have our certain friends that we like to do certain things with because, everybody's got different tastes,
Oh, yeah.
Some members of the friend group prefer to do things that others don't, so on and so forth. But I've actually had that in friendships too, where it's like somebody hits you up, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going with so and so to do this, which is something person A doesn't even enjoy doing.
Yep.
But
I
then,
had
like, they start getting mad at me because I'm not planning to hang out with them tonight. And it's like, you can't do that. Like, you are not the only friend in this world I have. I have other friends, and that's okay. Like,
Yeah.
some friends kind of do that too, where, like, they expect you to be their one and only friend, and them alone, and, like, any time you have needs to be devoted to them, and it's like that. That's not how it works either. That's not how it works in friendships. That's not how it works in dating. Like, that's not how it works in life. But, like, some people are still like this, even from a friendship perspective. And I really don't feel there's any need for it. I don't understand it. But I'm not going to ditch all of my other friends just to have one single solitary friend in the world. Like, who wants to live like that?
No. I agree.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of that back in the day. And now I have no friends. Mainly because of that reason.
You
I got
have
you, ladies. I was just
Lindsay,
saying
I'm
that.
offended because I thought I
I'll
was
be
your
your
friend.
friend, Lindsay.
I just said I have you, ladies. You guys didn't give me a chance to finish.
Because
you guys are my friends.
We wanted
come
to
on, would this be our podcast if we weren't shit giving?
We totally get what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of back and forth when I was younger, and I was always in the middle, and it was like a group of friends too, you know. So I got put in the middle because, like, again, like Angela was saying, you know, you have friends that were like, this friend likes to do this, and this friend liked to do this, and I was always down to do either. So when I would be hanging out with that other friend, the other friend would get pissed because we were hanging out because they didn't like what you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, yes. And that was, you know, this is why you ladies are my only friend.
See, and I love that about my friends now. Like, all my best friends that are here in my town.
Okay.
Like, we've reached that age where we know we can have more than one best friend. And we know that. And we embrace that. And crazy enough, most of us are all best friends together. But, you know, I do certain things with April. Sometimes I do things with Laura. I will go out and do things with Shell or Rebecca, Tammy. I mean, and then sometimes we're all at the same event doing stuff. It's just, it is a really good sisterhood that we have going on here, and I cherish it. And it's sad to say that this is my best relationship, because going to the double standards of dating, you know, I don't play that. I don't entertain that crap. It's like, peace out. If you leave me wondering what the fuck, I'm gonna return like a lesson that you should have paid attention to, dude.
Amen, sister. They want to razzle you dazzle.
Yeah.
Show the effort. Don't, you know, like, I hate this. So, you know, I live in a big metro area, Dallas, Fort Worth, and unfortunately, you don't always meet somebody that lives so close. They could be up to 2 hours away. And they actually could be only 20 miles away, but because of traffic here, it will take an hour and a half.
Right.
So, but I appreciate the man that will drive to me, and the man that makes the plans. Because I'm
Texas
old
is a big
school.
fucking place.
I am so old school. Like, I believe the man should, you know, at least ask me, hey, well, what do you not like? But, you know, and then plan some stuff, maybe talk to me about it. We'll negotiate. We'll talk about it. We'll come up with something. But definitely you need to drive to me the first date.
Right. Yeah,
if not, I personally am happy to meet halfway as well.
And that's what I try to preach to mine all the time. I was like, you know, like, every now and then surprise me. Like,
yes.
I'm not going to do it all the time.
Love that. And, you know, that's the man wanting a strong woman until she's strong with him. But they can't handle that shit. They can't handle it.
Amen.
Daddy surprises me in other ways now.
Yeah.
But I mean, we all, I mean, it's obvious these signs in friendships and dating. But there are these dynamics in families too, you know, where like you have one family member that just clings to one particular other family member. And it kind of causes like drama between family because
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Been there too.
Yes.
I mean,
Yep.
I mean, I'm lucky that it's not really a thing in mine, but like one of my friends, it's like a nightmare because her mother-in-law is so, I guess the word I'm going to use for lack of a terminology is toxic. Like, has to control every situation pertaining to her grown-ass son who has been married for over a decade.
Yeah.
And like, she still feels like, I can't remember what movie this is at the moment, but it's like that movie where like her son is now married, has a family, has children, but he is expected to drop everything he is doing when mama comes calling. Don't matter if the kids need him, don't matter if his wife needs him. And if he doesn't go at the drop of a hat, then all of a sudden she's throwing Guilt Trip City on this
I know.
man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, shit like that exists too in families, and it's like, I get it, right? We're moms, right? Like we love our children, we love them dearly. We would go to the ends of the earth for them, but they grow up, and even if it hurts you a little bit, you've got to let them do that, and you've got to let them have their own lives, and you got to realize, as much as you want. They might not always be able to run to mom all the time, but they will run to mom when they can. And you just need to take that reassurance and live with it. And you need to quit trying to pull your grown-ass son into shit that he's got better things to take care of.
Man, I'm glad I have never had to deal with that issue. I mean, I've got my
never had
own
to
issues,
either.
but
But one
the
of my
whole
good friends,
the mommy thing, no.
this is her situation with her friend or with her husband and her mother-in-law, and I'm not going to be surprised if he doesn't grow a spine with her if they're not divorced within the next 2 years, because she's just at
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, she shouldn't
Yeah.
stay by that.
No.
And that's why I was, what I was saying a while ago about men wanting a strong woman until she's strong with him, because they can't handle that shit. All of a sudden, you're the bitch or you're starting shit. And all I was doing, buddy, was feeding off your energy and what you were feeding me.
Yep. Amen.
Hold
But
on,
I mean, yeah, this type of shit happens in families too. And I think we, again, that was not the first thing that came to mind, when I was trying to think of what I was going to talk about today.
Yeah.
But then I was talking to her, and it was like, bam, your situation actually kind of goes spot on with this. And the whole, like, double standards and growing a backbone. And, it's his mother. He loves her. Nobody's faulting him for loving his mother, but, honey, you need to grow a fucking spine, or you're going to lose your wife. You are going to lose your marriage. Mama ain't going to be around forever, honey.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
You need to fucking wise the fuck up.
Yep. Yep.
And again, that could be seen as a disrespectful take, but I'm sorry. It's not. This man is married. He has a wife. He has children.
Right. He has other responsibilities now. And it's,
she
and the
needs
fact
to
that his mom,
butt out.
yeah, I was going to say, and the fact that the mom even like feels that way at at this point or whatever, it's just, you can't do that to your son's, wife and family. Like,
absolutely.
I mean,
like
so
that
I said what I
apron
said.
string.
I mean, love your mama unconditionally, of fucking course, but you got to take care of your own shit.
Exactly. Like Kim said, like men, they like that strong, independent type of woman.
Until they have
you
it.
know, until right, or until you just, or until like you need to communicate with them in general.
Exactly.
Well, I think part of it too, and maybe they're not even doing this on purpose.
They're
But
probably, yeah,
I
they
feel
might
like
not be.
maybe it's a little bit of a kind of like something that scares them, because it's like this woman doesn't actually need me,
Exactly.
right?
Yes. Yes.
She
Yes.
doesn't need
A hundred-
me. So what do I do now?
Right.
Like
It,
how do I
it,
keep her because she doesn't need me? And I feel like that can sometimes go one of two ways. That can lead to the start of something very beautiful and relationship growth, or that can lead to straight up abuse with
yes.
somebody
Yes.
trying
It's
to whittle you down, isolate you. It's like you're gonna need me one way or a fucking another, woman. So
right.
I
It's
mean, it
like
can go
a
one of two ways.
insecurity, but it's in disguise.
Yes,
Yes.
precisely.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, that can lead to beautiful growth if done well, but it could also lead to abuse.
Right.
And that's why either way the coin would flop. Angela
Right.
don't play that.
Right. You want an adult relationship, you gotta bring adult accountability. Yeah.
Yes, accountability.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. The bar there on it's it's not on the floor, it's where we set it ourselves.
I mean, I can't count now
That's
how many
so
times
true.
throughout our episodes
Man.
that I've said the word accountability. But I'm sorry,
Yeah.
if you can be a person that's accountable, that to me, anyways, that speaks volumes of your character. And here's why.
Right.
Because if you are accountable, then that shows you probably don't fuck around, even if you
Right.
are the problem, because you step up and say, "This is my fuck up. This is on me."
Right.
Accountability is one of the biggest things that I look for in other people, especially romantically, because if you can be held accountable, then you can remain teachable, and you are willing to grow.
Exactly. Growth. And I think that's what everybody's looking for, especially like in an actual relationship itself, but not with just a regular relationship, with dating relationships and family relationships and friendships and whatnot.
Yeah, I actually, and understanding, but so I don't want to name any names because this is a new thing, and I don't want to put all my business out there, but
no, I don't say name names.
No.
but so I've had 2 dates with. So I had a first date with this guy, and he drove to me with no problem, an hour away, and it was great. We had a great time, and then my work schedule got chaotic. I'm doing double shifts. I'm working overnights. And I said, okay, look. And then Thanksgiving comes up and it's like, okay, he's going out of town. And I'm like, okay, I can squeeze you in. And it sounded funny as hell. And I know it did. I said, look, I can squeeze you in this day between these shifts. I will be in this town, which is closer to you. Can we meet, like at wherever? I was going to say a coffee shop, but, everything had been closed that day. So we ended up meeting at a Wingstop. But he was so sweet, and and he was going on his way out of town. I felt bad about that, but he made time. And then I had to cancel last night's date because the shift changed. And he was just really understanding about it, and that showed me his patience. And a lot of men are not like that.
Oh,
yep. I was just supposed to say that he's showing the effort, the willingness, and also in the fact that he was willing to do that. But when you tell me this, the fact that he was willing to do that,
I know,
and be quite understanding. I mean, granted, it's probably too early to tell, but that right there shows a lot about this person. It's like they understand how life works.
Yeah.
They want you in their orbit, so they're going to make it happen. And they're not going to cry when your job has to kind of rearrange things. See, I've
Yeah.
been yelled at so many times for not being a lazy bum and for working too much. I've been cried on about that. And
No,
Yep.
it's
that's
like,
not cool. Yeah.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
well then go find a bum. But see
Yep.
what your person is doing shows a lot. It shows a lot of effort. It shows a lot of
Uh-huh.
understanding. I mean, again, too early to tell, and maybe we're all totally wrong. But I mean, what that shows me is somebody that if you all evolve and things keep growing, that this would be a very good person to maybe grow with because they understand.
Yes.
I agree, but and it also scares me because my brain has been rewired the opposite way because
Yeah.
of every other man treating me differently. It's like, wait,
Right.
this good thing is
You don't know how
right
to
here.
react.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm having a flight or fight moment with myself, and I'm like, no, no, no. And my roommate yesterday, she was like, girl, no, 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 no. I was like, just help me because I'm gonna flee, and I don't want
Please.
I mean,
to because I really like this guy.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
And oh
My
my god!
brain.
And I know you listen to the podcast, so I'm not gonna apologize.
My
My
brain
feelings.
and my nervous system are hardwired to fight or flight.
Yes,
I
it's
Yeah.
won't
just
even sugarcoat
is.
it. I won't lie about it. Like, my brain is hardwired to fight or flight, and my nervous system is hardwired to always be on alert.
Yes,
Now,
I
sometimes
I feel
being
I'm
on
always
alert
on the
all the time.
defensive side.
That I was gonna say, I think that part, Angela, even in situations like, I think that's just a Scorpio trait and altogether.
But like, I'm always on high alert, right? And I don't
Always.
trust most people any fucking further than I can throw them. So
Right.
when some motherfucker was trying to trifle with me, and I knew they were full of shit, and I wouldn't let them cheat on their significant other with me because see that's how I work.
Yeah.
I
I
was
wish
like,
I wish
okay.
all women were like that.
I was like, okay, I know you're lying. I know you're lying, but let's play the cards here. Let's play the cards. And I was like, okay. Well, what's her name? Yeah, what's her name then? What's her name? Even though I knew who it was, but I was just seeing what they were going to try to lie about, right?
Yeah.
So I'm asking questions that I already know because I already know who the significant other of this person is. I already know it. And so this was a good thing because I actually alerted someone that their significant other is a lying, cheating sack of shit who launched on me, called me every name under the sun because you ain't gonna cheat on your significant other with me, buddy.
No.
Ain't gonna happen.
No.
Right.
No.
Right.
But even in situations like this, that maybe people with good intentions who are trying to just talk to me, I'm not going to see it like that.
Absolutely. And
I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to ask questions. Well, why do you want to know that? Why do you care?
And to go back on evolving, women today have evolved so more that we are now girls. We will look out for each other and we will not blame that girl because it is not, it is not her fault. Your man came after me. I'm just
throwing it out. Yep, exactly. And I will do that every time. If I know,
as you should,
or
as
I
you
even
should.
suspect you're bullshitting me, I will find out. I vet these people like the damn FBI because I've been lied to, lied about, and taken advantage of way too many times. So if you have a wife or a significant other or some type of relationship, and I know about it or I even catch wind of it, you bet I'm going to hunt it down and I'm just going to give the other party that might be getting wronged here a heads up.
Yeah.
This is what this person's trying to do. I gave you this information. You do with it as you please, but at least you know.
Yep.
And at least you know I'm not the one that went along with this. Sadly, and it's not just women either. There are plenty of men that do it too, sadly. Some people just don't care. and
Yeah.
they will do what will make them happy right in that moment. They don't care who gets stomped on, but
Yep.
it ain't me. But again, that me saying that and us expressing the fact that we are girls, there may be some people that would feel like they're being wronged about it. But I said what I said, and I do what I do.
That's right, girl. All right, friends. We're in our 4-episode secret word stretch for the gift card today. The
Yay.
word is you. Don't forget, get all 4 words, and that $50 Amazon gift card could be yours. Again, before we go, always still looking for guests, especially right now, a female host. As far as guests go, though, if you're a small business, a creator, someone with something cool to promote, hit us up. We'd love to give you a spot here on the show. You can easily send us an email to the 6degreesofseth@gmail.com. And it's the number 6. That one's not the word. Or just shoot any of our hosts a message on any of the social media pages that we run. We appreciate everyone. We're still learning and growing here in this world. So we just want to say thanks for being part of the journey with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love you
Yeah.
guys.
Stay tuned for part 2.